Hi guys, it's Alasia and welcome to my channel. This has been probably the most nerve-wracking thing that I have been wanting to do all year. I just felt like it was awkward to sit in front of a camera and to just talk and people watch me. I felt like that was weird. But I've been wanting to do this for so long, for so many years. I've watched YouTube forever and I always wanted to be a YouTuber, so here we are. So I was going to do some makeup video, something like a get ready with me, but I just decided since it was my first video on YouTube, why don't I just sit down and talk to you guys and do a little story time and stuff and a little, so you guys can get to know me. So yeah. So a lot of things that I like to do is I like to do a lot of hair, like my own hair, and I like to do my own makeup and stuff like that. And I just feel like I can help you guys, have a little tips and tricks on what you can do and things like that. Because yeah, why not? We can just start this little journey together. I'm also going to be putting up vlogs because next week I'm actually going to New York and I wanted to vlog that because I felt like that would be cool. I'm going to see my best friends for the first time in 3 years. And we've all grown so much. Like one of them has a kid now, the other one's living by herself. She just moved back from Atlanta. So I feel like that would be cool, and I feel like you guys will all have an idea of my crazy behind friends. I almost said the A word, but I'm not sure if I'll get demonetized on here. So, but yeah, so that was a part of what I wanted to do. But I guess I can start just automatically into my story time. So the other night, sorry guys, I'm starving and I have food right here. So the other night, and there was this old man there, and I was taking shots with my friends, living my best life. And I felt so bad because this old man was just sitting at the bar and he's just looking around at everyone, just laughing and having a great time. And he looks so down. And none of my friends care, they don't care. They're just in their own world. They're not the type of people to stop and be like, oh, this stranger looks sad. Let me talk to him or talk to her. They don't care. So I was just no, clearly I can see that something was bothering him in the inside and it was something way bigger than what it was. So I went to him, and I was like, what's going on? Hey, I'm Malaysia, nice to meet you. And then, he was like, oh, hi, and stuff like that. And I was like, what you drinking there? I can tell you what I'm drinking. I'm drinking some Jameson. What's up? And he was just like, oh, just having a little, Long Island, just relaxing. And I was like, you look so sad. What's wrong? And he turned to me. He was like, out of everyone who's been here this whole night, not even the bartender noticed that I was having a bad day. Just having a bad year, period. And I was just I don't know, I'm the type of person, sometimes I can feel the vibes, you know what I mean? I feel like every human is like that. I hate when people, are so specific, because I feel like I'm special because I can feel vibes. No, anyone can feel a vibe. If the vibe just isn't right, you can feel it. So he basically told me, oh, thank you, for noticing, and, if you don't mind, can I vent? And I was just yeah, what's going on? Talk to me. And he was like, so, in January, his wife had just passed away. And I thought, being intoxicated, I thought that he meant, that night. So I was just what the fuck is he at the bar for? If your wife just died right now, you need to be with your family. So, he was like, yeah, my wife just died, and I'm just having a really bad day. Everything is not going as planned, even the kids are horrible. Mind you, I didn't know that the kids weren't his either. He was a very older guy, looked like maybe 60s, 70s, and, he was just basically explaining it to me, I fell in love with this woman that I worked with, and, she made me happy. We spent every day together. We worked together. So we woke up every morning together. We laid down in bed every night together. And I was with her for 14 years. I was married with her for 14 years. And I was like, okay. And I was like, wait, when did she die? And he was in January. And I was like, oh, okay. But I understand because it's it's like losing a brother, a sister, a mom, or a dad. You know, he was just going through that, and I felt so bad. So I was like, you know, like, I understood what he's going through. Like, God put us there together for that moment, because he was like, Alasia, if anybody knows what he's going through, it's you, and you don't even know it yet. So he basically was like, but right now they're going through this thing where, you know, the will is coming into play and all of this. So when the wife was sick, his kids came to visit. They've only visited twice out of the whole time she was sick and dying. She had breast cancer. So fuck cancer, forget cancer. And they only came twice to visit. And when the youngest daughter came, she took the mom to the bank while she was not coherent, like wasn't all the way there, because she was really drugged up on pain meds and things like that from doing chemo, and liquidated her accounts. Liquidated her account, liquidated their account, like their joint account being married, like the husband and the wife. And at first I was like, oh my God, like why would your kids want to do that to you? And they know like that their mom just died and you know you're their dad. Like how can they put you in that situation? And he explained to me like, they're not my kids, they're my wife's kids from another marriage, you know? And he's like, out of the whole 14 years of being married to her, I only seen them 5 times. And to me that's just wild, because it's like family is such an important thing, you know, for that to happen and for her kids to even allow that to be. You know, like why would you not want to be a part of your mother's husband's life? Even knowing like that your mom can get sick at any moment, because like, you know, life is just too short to be like that. So basically, after that happened, you know, she left in her will that she wanted everything to go to him, and still that just like was not happening. Sorry guys, like I hate creases, but still like that was not happening. So the kids said, fuck the will, you know, like forget the will. They just did everything that they did by themselves. Now, 3 months later, you know, the house is getting foreclosed. This is the part that made me cry, and this is the part that makes me want to cry still to this day, because it's like their mom's last dying wish was for no matter what to happen between them or whatever was going to happen with her, that she wanted to keep that house for him, you know? When her ashes came for him, she wanted him to be able to have them in their house. She didn't care about the money. She didn't care about anything. She just wanted to keep her house. And all because her kids are so selfish. That's the one thing that she's losing. And he couldn't even like keep it together when he said that, because he was like, my wife's one dying wish I can't even grant because her kids have taken that from me, you know? And he was like, and the worst part is I'm losing my house and I had to deal with it for 3 months of going home every day alone after she died, and you know, dealing with this myself, and her kids were nothing but help. And it just, I don't know, like I felt so bad, but it also opened my eyes to so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, no person should ever have to deal with a situation like that. That's horrible, you know? Like that's really horrible. And I feel like that's just so that's I don't even know how to like put that into words like that. Like, you know, grimy, like you know the word grimy, that's grimy, but like on a different scale. Like, how selfish do you have to be of a person to take someone all their money, at that your mom, the person who birthed you, gave you life, and that could easily take it away from you? Like, that's just so crazy to me. I felt so bad, like, so bad. I just felt like, it made me text my boyfriend, like, listen, no matter what happens between us, our kids will be raised right, because hell no, like, you really have to have some conniving children to allow your kids to do some crazy junk like that. Like, you know? Honestly, I just had such a bad day. I felt like a story time might have been helpful. You feel me? Like, it's my job, but I don't think I can talk about this on YouTube yet. When I'm done with my job, I will have way more interesting story times to tell you guys, because my life is clearly a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. But yeah, that right there was just like such a blessing moment though. Like, I was honestly blessed to have met him in that moment, to have had this conversation with him about the situation that he was in. And just to feel that feeling, like, it just humbled me so much. Like, you genuinely don't know what people are going through. Like, you be the happiest person in the world, but it does not change the fact of, like, whoever is around you is going through something way deeper. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm never ignorant to people's situations. That's why I try to be the most understanding person. I don't try to judge a book by its cover, because all my friends, when I was talking to him, were dead looking at me like, do you need me to save you? Do you need me to save you? Like, and I felt so like, ew, stop. Like, if I'm not asking you, like, if I know how to defend myself in a way to be like, don't talk to me, like, you're being very inappropriate in this moment and I don't need to deal with that. Because I know if I'm at a bar and I feel like a guy is being too inappropriate with me and he's maybe too belligerently drunk, I go to the bartender and I'll tell the bartender, they're too drunk, they're coming at me inappropriately, handle the situation, or I'm gonna have to handle it my own way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was just kind of like, just because I'm trying to have this one-to-one talk with him, you know, and really feel where he's coming from and really understand his situation, because like you generally never know. Like, he could have felt this way, was going through this, and if I didn't talk to him, he could have went to go jump off a bridge tomorrow. You feel me? And I would have been like, damn, I seen him at the bar yesterday. He was looking type sad, and I could have talked to him, but I didn't. And I'm so thankful that I did, because I'm pretty sure I hugged him. You know, like, I gave him, like, not one of the hugs, like, it's okay. I gave him a hug, like, it's okay. It is okay, because, yes, he lost his wife, and I don't know how that feels. I may never, ever in my whole life know how that feels. But I know that death is a part of life, and he's going to go through that regardless, because we all lose somebody, whether if it's a cat, dog, or human, you know. And it's bittersweet. It's a very bittersweet emotion, but it hurts. It hurts so much, and it feels like that for a very long while. But you do start to feel better, you know. And he won't feel like that forever. But honestly, I feel like, fuck them kids. I kept telling him that the whole night. Fuck them kids. You know how like they be like that? Fuck them kids. Yeah, fuck them kids. Like, that's how I felt. And I just felt so bad. Like, honestly. That's so sad. But yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Like, I felt like I needed to get that off my chest. Like, more people need to hear that story. I feel like, honestly, more people needed to hear that story, because people out there are mean. Like, this is a mean world nowadays, and it's okay to be nice. Like, this whole mean girl, mean guy attitude of you can't talk to anyone and being friendly is not cute, that's not cute. Being able to see someone else having a good day or a bad day, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta be nice. Like, be nice. Like, what's the problem? But thank you guys so much for listening to my story. And I hope that you'll come back here with another video. Not even another story. When I have another video, so we can get ready together, because my next video will be a get ready with me video. And you guys can see how I do my signature makeup look. And I'm so Alright, let me get out of here, and bye guys.